hi everybody, I'm back and we're on to part 2 of our Asian inspired journal. And one of the things I wanted to say is that I did notice that some of the items that I have are definitely Chinese. So this is really across the board an Asian journal. It's not just Japanese. Although a lot of what I have is Japanese, but I did notice that there are some things that are Chinese and I think some other Asian inspired things. So I just wanted to make that clear that it's not a Japanese exclusive journal. It is in fact Asian inspired. So with that in mind, I wanted to show you that we already had these 3 journaling cards right here already made. I had already made those. And so I went ahead off camera and I created these 2 extra ones. So now we have a total of our 5 journaling cards. And they're all about the same size. And I'm just going to add those to our ephemera pieces that we already have. I also created this tag. So what did we had tags? Where are we? Okay, I had these 4 tags, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and so I created the 5th tag. So now we have 5 journaling cards, 5 tags, but we need to make some sort of pockets and or belly bands. I usually make both, a horizontal pocket, a horizontal belly band, vertical pocket, vertical belly band. But let's see how far we can get with these. So I'm going to go ahead and move these aside because we just want to do some decorating. Pull some of our papers that we have. And we've got papers left over here and ephemera. So I'm going to be pulling from these elements. Let's move these. I have to give myself some room here. Okay. So let's see what we have. We have a lot of cool stuff. I actually have some playing cards, and I think this is where I got the idea. These are a couple of these I think say like Shanghai, so they're China, from China. And I'm thinking I really love this, but I think that's another day. So let's take some of these papers and see what we have that we can put on these belly bands and pockets. So we have a lot of well, these are red, but they're not specifically Asian. So let's put these aside, even though I love them. These are cherry blossoms and stuff. So what we want to do is I just want to see what we have that we could use on these. And you know, these are ones where I took the actual front label off. Oh, that would be nice right there. You kind of cut some of her off. And some of that butterfly. So we don't want to necessarily use that one. Okay, so This one looks like it would be a good background. If we did something like this, we would catch it all the way up to here. Okay. I also have over some of the stuff my grandson sent me that my grandson brought me is origami paper. What I'm thinking is I want to do a collage page, so I want to leave about 1 inch right here. Because we can tear that to make our collage page. Oh, that would make a great background. So would this. Right here, it's got some lettering. And, perfect. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and glue those onto this paper. How's that sound? And we will have 3. And we will have... I want to turn it over and I want to do, I have to put this where I think I want it to go, like this and this like this, so I remember. And these will either be belly bands or pockets once we decorate them. So we want this one to go, make sure, yes, right here. And this one to go right next to it. Am I on camera? I hope so. It's so much easier sometimes when I have to make decisions to do stuff off camera. But then I feel like you kind of miss a lot. But again, you know me, my decision making is so slow that I'd be editing up my wazoo. So here's 1, 2. Make this, where do I want this one? 1, 2. I think I want it right here. 3. I don't know where I put mine. Oh, there I did. I'm going to cut these out first. And then we'll see what we have. And then these just need to be decorated, and we'll decide if we want to sew on them. I want to do collage pages. I had decided in the bee journal, I think that we just did, that I really enjoyed doing the collage pages. I love how they are. I did those originally. I did them in all of my journals when I first started. I learned that from Gail Augustinelli. It's an easy way to take an all-white page and decorate it and still keep it available for journaling. But that way the page isn't like stark white, and I just love it. And I would like to reintroduce that back into my journals. So we have 3 pockets and or cards. pockets and or belly bands. And we need a 4th and a 5th. But do we want to do them in the same paper? That could be a nice one though, huh? I'm thinking that I love this paper, but I don't know how much of, if we do, I think we're better off doing taller one here. Yeah, so I don't want to use that for, we could use this right here, this part. And we could keep these, because we're still going to need to make, if we make these into pockets or belly bands, we still have to make the others. So let's go ahead and use, because that's not big enough there, we can use that for collage. Let's go ahead and glue this one onto here. Gotta find out where that writing is. The writing is up at this side, so it's this end right here. I'm just gonna fold that down since it's not really wide enough to use for a collage. I'm just gonna fold it down like that. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and we need one more, and this is not enough. However, we could collage that, and then they would all be the same kind of design. Okay, Tommy, you're kind of matchy-matchy. You're being matchy-matchy. That's okay. That's me. Plus, this is fairly light, and it would make good for decorating, to have a nice light background like that. And I like this because it looks like, this actually has to be like AI generated or something. I think I said that earlier. And it, because you can't really read what that is. So, I have to trim that, so I just want to get this glued on first. Okay, so we want to trim this off. And again, it doesn't matter what side we glued that onto, because you're not going to see this side on any of them, whether it's a pocket or a belly band, you won't see it. Okay, so we've got these, and these are going to be horizontal, so they're all going to sit somehow like this, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now we have to find something to decorate them with. So we have a lot of elements in here. I have a lot of elements. Let's see. I got some of these. Actually, these pieces right here came from Dee Dee Willingham. Oh, that would be kind of cool. Oh, look at that. But I really am liking these, so let's cut these. I'm going to leave a little bit of an edge. Oh, I like that up there, as a matter of fact. And then we don't really need to do anything else there. Kind of like it. Looking through these elements over here, trying to find something that I think would fit well on these. Oh, look at this. These are sort of tall, but we could cut them down. So I'm going to take a little bit of time, either fast forward or pause the video, and I'm going to look for pieces to go on the fronts of these, and then we'll come back and put them together. Okay, I'm back, and I found what I think is the correct pieces for these. This one I don't want to distress, but there are a couple pieces that I thought I should distress. And I kind of arranged them as if these were going to be pockets, so I think that's how I want to make them, because I want to do a thumb notch in the middle. Okay, I'm going to use this glue here, because some of these pieces are paper and some are a cardstock. So this way, if I just use this glue, I know that it will hold every piece. This paper, I don't know where this, I got this as a piece I got from in Happy Mail from Dee Dee Willingham a long while ago, and it's beautiful on both sides. And so, you know, it's like you hate to use it, but I think that might be very well why I have held on to it for so long. I couldn't decide what to do with it. Like which side to use. And these are some stamps. They're not real. They are, I think, AI created. I mean, some of them don't even say, I don't even know what that says on there. But it's pretty. And it looks kind of Asian. Right? want to move that down just a hair. Okay, beautiful. And then we want to make a thumb notch on this. So I'm going to use this. It's a 1.5 inch. It's a 1.5 inch punch. And I'm going to, and this is for 5 1/4. So I'm going to go 1, 2 1/2. About right there is about my middle. Beautiful. Oh, these will make cute pockets. Okay, there's one. Let's move on. And this one, I just want to cover up the white edge on this. I don't want to lose a lot of the front by distressing too far in. I'm thinking I want to put that on top like that. So I think this one has to go down first. Look at the back of that. Isn't that beautiful? This glue in this bottle right here is a mixture of tacky glue and art glitter glue. Art glitter glue that got kind of liquidated. So this may be right here. But I just didn't have the heart to throw anything out, so we just mixed it up. My tacky glue also was fairly thick, and so it didn't hurt at all to, you know, mix it. It thinned it down, and it's holding on other pieces that I've done really well. Okay. Right about there's the middle. Wow. This is pretty good. This will give us pockets for each signature. I'm really liking that. This one, what did I do? I wanted to put this here. Okay, so we definitely want to distress this. This is kind of all white. It's okay a little bit because the cockatoo is white, but that's pretty stark. Okay, we want this here. We want this underneath it a little bit. And then we want this like that. So we're going to put this one down first. Perfect. Beautiful. Because these are made out of like cereal boxes or cardboard boxes where I've just taken the label off. I've peeled the label off. I do that like while I watch other people's videos. They're pretty heavy. Pretty heavy. I don't know if I might want to sew around part of them, at least maybe the bottom. I don't know. I have red thread in my machine and I think it would be really pretty, but let's wait and see. Okay, we got 2 more. This one's easy enough. I have no idea what direction that goes. It might go up and down, but it's going to go sideways for us here. Again, my disclaimer is that I have no idea what nation these are actually from. China, Japan, Philippines, Korea, Thailand. I don't know. Just they are Asian inspired with a lot of a Japanese influence, I think. Boy, I hate to cover that up, but it's going to get covered. So I just want to make sure that I state that I'm trying to be respectful. That's all. And that I'm not putting anything on here because I know what direction it goes or anything. Let's put that right there. That's kind of pretty. Okay. That one was easy. Only 2 things. So we want 2.5 and a little more. Right there. These really turned out quite well. I'm excited. So I might do the tall ones off camera and just keep on working on some ephemera. I'm also trying to put together my Colorpendium book. I purchased, Louisa has that as a freebie, but I purchased the actual papers as well. And so I am working in the evenings trying to put that together. I finally got all of the pages. Oh, I forgot to do this one. I finally got all the pages distressed. And it's really pretty. Okay, I'm going to do this one first, because this has to go just behind her. And I'm going to put her right here. So I want this to go right here. Perfect. And And that was a chore. It took me 2 evenings to get everything distressed. Because each signature, there's 10 or 12 signatures. And anyways, so I had to cut them down because the way they printed on my printer's a fairly good printer, but it's older. But the way they printed, I ended up having to cut them down, and then when I went to distress them, I wasn't happy, and I wasn't about to reprint. But anyways, so I've been working on that as well, so I'll probably work on some of this ephemera off camera, is all I'm saying. So about 2.5, 2 3/4, about there. These are really cute. And I'll also make a decision of whether I want to sew around these. So let's just show what we did. Okay, so we made 5 pockets. Let me stand up, make sure I'm in camera here. We made, maybe I will try to, oh, I did good. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So look how cute they came out. Give you a close-up look at that, like dragon. Can you see that? Am I in camera? Yeah. This one, I love this one. So there we go. We made 5 pockets, 1 for each signature. I am excited. Thank you so much for watching. I think I'm going to do the tall ones off camera. Thank you to my subscribers, past, present, and future. I really appreciate you guys so much. I will see you in the next episode. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.